Supply drops will expire in 30 seconds.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy CJay and I'm back again with another Division video. So today I'm bringing you guys kind of like my updated solo PvP build. It's actually probably my best version of the solo PvP build. I know I made another version which is actually really good as well, with the all high end with rapid and skill haste. As you guys do know, rapid is not working as intended right now, so I thought I would bring out another version for those that are interested in another solo PvP build. As you guys know, I am a solo player. So without further ado, let's get into the build. So as you guys can see, I'm running 3 attack and 3 high end, and let's go into my weapons first. I'm using a lightweight M4 with 18.3k base damage. Don't worry too much about the low damage here. It's got deadly, adept, and combatant, and all crit chance, crit damage mods, as you guys can see. You want adept on here. You could literally go without deadly, you can go without combatant, honestly. Like, you could kind of do whatever you want with the other two, but adept is like so key. Obviously put deadly on here because, you know, crit chance, crit damage, but if anything is primary, definitely get adept onto this gun. You're going to be getting your skills back extremely fast, so stacking adept up to 5 times will literally put you at like 47 crit chance with my AR, and then you add the pulse up on there, you get literally, well, max crit chance with an AR, which is absolutely incredible. So understand this build hits extremely hard when you're stacking adept and having deadly and all that good stuff. So the build hits really hard. Like, even though it's kind of more of a skill power DPS build, it still just shreds players when you are using the build properly, so just keep that in mind. My secondary is an MP7 with 16.3k base damage. It's got hurry, deadly, and unforgiving, and mods are pretty much the same across the board. You can kind of like use whatever you want. Like, you can put an MP7, an MP5, or even go another M4 if you want with different talents. It doesn't really matter. I use the MP7 as just kind of like a personal preference. It shoots really fast, so if someone is really low, I run out of bullets, I can just tap them and start real quick. That's pretty much it. So let's go into the gear. I'm using a vigorous chest piece rolled into electronics with health and skill haste, and 2 firearms mod with skill haste. My mask is a refresh mask with rolled into firearms with skill power. You can put crit chance if you want, you don't really need it, and you can also put health. I like the skill power because, well, it helps me with my heals, so that's why I do that there. And it's got firearms mod with skill haste in there as well. My tactician's knee pads are rolled into firearms with health, and a firearms mod with skill haste, and first aid self heal mods, which are all the mods that I use. Again, don't want to say that again. My specialized backpack is going to firearms with health, and the firearms mod with skill haste. My tactician's gloves are rolled into electronics with skill haste, crit damage, and crit chance. My tactician's swordy holster, as you guys can see, the rolls are decent, but I got a major attribute with skill haste on it, so that's pretty much it for the build in its entirety. I'm hitting max skill haste with this build, which is incredible. So let's go into the skills and all that. My recon pulse, as you guys can see, gives me 21 crit chance and 21 crit damage. That's not adding the fact that I already have crit chance on the gun. I think I have about 10, so you use that, I already have 30. And then adept, you stack that even 2 times, and there you go, boom, 50% crit chance. You do it again and you're at max crit chance easily. So definitely try it out. You can kind of use whatever you want. You can use conceal even because of the low cooldown. If you guys can see, it's only like 15 seconds. You can definitely use like conceal or even damage pulse if you want because of the relatively low cooldown. Of course, recon is the best out of all of them because of the lower cooldown and the higher reward from it, so definitely keep that in mind. As you guys can see, my booster shot heals me for 123k. It's pretty good, as well as I use it all the time, so I'm not really noticing much, especially with vigorous. It still heals me for a lot, as well as if I'm at low health and I use it with refreshed, this does a lot more. But it does, obviously doesn't show on the stat sheet, but it does a lot. If you feel like you don't want to use booster shot, you can run overdose. This healed me for 205k. I have pretty much that much health on the build, so like I don't really need this heal. As well as if I use this with refresh, it's just kind of overkill, but you can definitely use that if you want. And you guys can see the cooldown is 20 seconds, which is pretty damn good. if you want to run this another way, sometimes I do run it like this as well. I do this in my other builds where I run 2 heals. My immune station, as you guys can see, it's pretty good, and the cooldown is 14.9 seconds, so it puts in work as well. If you want to use that, I just like the pulse because, well, I get the extra damage. So that's pretty much it. My talents are critical save, strike back, precision, and on the move, which is pretty much basic stuff there. If you are running against like groups with this build and there are other people around you, you could definitely switch it to triage or whatever you want. Just I want to point that out. You'll get your cooldowns even shorter. So the way to rock this build, as you guys can see, I'm going to show you guys pretty much how to do it. You kind of like, you pop your pulse, and then, like, you know, at some point or whatever, you see a depth will come up, and then you kind of just pop your booster shot, and then this will come back. As you guys can see, a depth refreshes again, so we're just gonna keep doing this for a sec. And my pulse is about to come back here, and then, you know, you pop pulse again, and then, like, as you can see, like, I'm getting my skills back fast. Let me point out that when you're scanning enemies, this is relatively a bit slower, but as you guys can see, I am scanning enemies and it's still coming back really fast. So there you go. So you go into my character sheet and it should refresh at some point in its life. There you go. It's at 47.5% crit chance. That's incredible. That's not even putting in the factor of my pulse, and that's another 21%. So keep that in mind, that I am at max crit chance with my AR. So it puts in a lot of work. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. This build is very, very good. The only thing that you need to know about running this build, if you are a half decent solo player, you kind of know what to do with, you know, running solo against groups and all this stuff, is just make sure you keep these 2 talents up, like, all the time. Use it whenever you need to, like, all the time. Get used to it. Like, even if you're just running around, make sure to keep them up, because when you get into a fight, you're gonna have it. So there you go, and you can always have that max crit chance, which is just insane. So that's pretty much it for the build. It's been your boy CJ. I'm gonna go into the rest of the stats, even though, like, you guys can technically get it. 50% skill haste, 194 skill power, and my health is at 195, which isn't bad because of how much heal I'm getting, the over heals and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it. It's been your boy CJ, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Shout out to my boy for joining my party and shit. But yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out, yo. Peace.